Hospitalized for 6 weeks in the fall of 1964, Wilt is sluggish at the start of the season, and at the All-Star break, he is traded to an old rival, the former Syracuse team, now relocated in Philadelphia and renamed the 76ers.
The 76ers, as far as I was concerned, were the old Syracuse Nationals, which was a team I hated.
76ers have built a team balanced and powerful enough to erase the pain of many past defeats. Wilt will be the foundation of what will prove to be a legendary team.
It worked out well for me. It was the greatest thing that's ever happened because we end up having, to me, the greatest basketball team that ever performed on the hardwood in the NBA. And of course, the guy who tutored that team was Alex Hannum, who was just a fiery competitor. He got the best out of the whole team.
It was a powerful team. Physically, we were awesome as far as strength is concerned. And of course, that started with Wilt in the middle.
You got this team and me in the center, and we've been together now for a couple of years. It just all really came together. I think our first 44 games, we were 41-3. The key word there is chemistry. Each guy knew his job and made it happen well. We had the ultimate and a power forward in Luke Jackson. This was a guy who was as big and strong as anybody in the world, with a touch as soft as you can possibly have. We had the greatest one-on-one player that I've had the pleasure of seeing in Chet Walker playing the other four. And now you go to the guard position, and we start off with a guy named Larry Costello, who had a great two-hand set shot. And then Larry Costello got hurt, and we brought in Wally Jones. And Wally Jones was just what we needed. Plus, he shot some 40-foot falling down on your nose head one-hander that we haven't figured out yet. Hal Greer was a jump shooter like had no equal from medium range. He shot his jump shot from the foul line when he shot fouls. Then you have something that just started to become established in the NBA, and that was the sixth man, and that was Billy Cunningham. And he came off the bench as a white boy from Brooklyn with 5 black guys. I mean, it was incredible.
Come on. Love my girl. She looking good. Come on. One more. 5-1, baby. 1 in 5. No one here gets out alive now. You get yours, baby. I'll get mine. Gonna make it, baby, if we try. The old get old and the young get stronger. May take a week and it may take longer. They got the guns, but we got the numbers. Gonna win, yeah, we're taking over. Come on! Your ballroom days are over, baby. Night is drawing near. Shadows of the evening crawl across the years. Yeah, walk across the floor with a flower in your hand. Trying to tell.
The 1967 Sixers achieved the best record in league history, 68-13, while the Celtics attempt to defend their unbelievable string of 8 consecutive NBA titles. The 76ers never allow Boston a glimmer of hope. For the first time, Wilt's team has the talent and depth to demolish their rivals. The series is over in 5 games, ending with a runaway victory in Philadelphia.
The season was very rewarding to me because we were so powerful and we just destroyed the Celtics, who had, had that decade all locked up.
That was the year that the fans got on the thing of Boston is dead. It was unbelievable. It was probably the most thrilling moment in my basketball career.
Hannum's skillful blending of talents produces what many will call the greatest team in NBA history. As the Sixers savor the taste of triumph over the Celtics, they are only 4 victories away from the NBA crown. The relentless Sixers keep focused on their goal as they overwhelm San Francisco in 6 games. A new NBA champion is crowned for the first time since 1958. Swarmed by his euphoric teammates, Wilt no longer has to hear he can't win when it counts. He has proven to be the leader of perhaps the greatest team of all time.
Oh, yeah. It's the big stuff. Who do you think you are? It's the big stuff. You're never gonna get my love. Now because you wear all those fancy clothes. Oh, yeah. And have a big fine car. Oh, yes you do now. Do you think I can afford to give you my love? Oh, want love in return. Oh, yeah. Now I know this is a lesson, Mr. Big Stuff, you haven't learned. Mr. Big Stuff, tell me, who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? You're never gonna get my love, Mr. Big Stuff. You're never gonna break my heart, Mr. Big Stuff. You're never gonna make me cry, Mr. Big Stuff. Tell me, just who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? You're never gonna get my love, Mr. Big Stuff. You're never gonna break my heart, Mr. Big Stuff. You're never gonna make me cry, Mr. Big Stuff. Tell me, just who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? You're never gonna get my love.
8-81. Wilt Chamberlain driving on Russell, and you may see a lot of that now.
That's been quite a while. Chamberlain wheels inside, rolls it up and in. New York's
Foul shot thus far tonight with 1:25 left in the first quarter. It's 32-21. In it comes to Chamberlain. Reed guarding him. And Wilt gets it.
Gary Clemson had an unbelievable quarter. He's been, I would imagine he's had about 4 or 5 offensive rebounds alone. And when you do that, you're going to get second shots, and that's why they're winning with their second shot.
Chamberlain against Fox, rolls it in.
That's what he calls his finger roll, and that's a tough shot. You just don't block that shot.
6.5.
Play. Happy Hairston returning and Ellis leaving. Chamberlain puts it up and in. All right, now we have Erickson coming across the divisional line, picked up by Bill Bradley. Egan is on the opposite side of the court. As Chamberlain gets the ball, his double team puts it in nonetheless.
Stays in. Walker been very prominent in the West fortune here in the second half. It goes to Wilt. Wilt working against Dave Cowens, goes over with a finger roll, and the West has 92.
The Knickerbockers are not shooting exceptionally well. Although the Lakers are. Chamberlain gets it up. And a foul.
West to Chamberlain. Slam dunk. That's the first point Los Angeles is playing. 15 remaining in the third quarter. Into Chamberlain. Chamberlain dropping his back off was Bradley to help out.
Dethroning Los Angeles as NBA champion. Only one other team has ever won the championship on a foreign court. That was Boston, 1969. They won it here because the big guy to my right had a whopping night. Chamberlain puts it up. Foul. Basket count. Lucas or Jackson both there. I think he intends to do a little scoring tonight because he worked at that one. Foul is on Lucas.
Not his height over Jimmy McMillan. He's about 3 inches taller than Jimmy and just turns around and shoots over.
Jim Fox trying to guard Chamberlain. New York by 3 with 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Into Chamberlain. Takes it in, gets Reed up. He did a number on Reed that time.
So the Lakers get it. They go to Wilt with it. He's going to the basket. And he did it with a right hand.
Comes out of the backcourt, down near the yellow midcourt stripe into the offensive zone on the right-hand side. Baylor passes into the corner to Erickson. It goes to Chamberlain. Chamberlain with his back to his man guarding Wilt. Reed fires out, takes it back, lays it up. It is good. Beautiful move.
One of the keys to the Knicks' success all year was their outside shooting ability, and you're seeing it again tonight. Double teaming on Erickson. Chamberlain gets away.
He does not have much luck up there. Reed has played him tough. They go back to Chamberlain. He looks for McMillan. McMillan can't get through. Chamberlain goes in. Look what happened. He was looking for the pass and he turned around and there's nobody between him and the bucket. Take another look. Looking for somebody to pass to. He just said, well, I might as well go ahead and do this. That was some block by Chamberlain.
Gilmore challenged him and Chamberlain rejected it. Right.
Chamberlain's going to work on him. Done made up his mind. A one-shot foul on Gilmore.
So it is a deliberate personal foul against Abdul-Jabbar. It is not a technical foul, but a personal foul. Here's Chamberlain over Jabbar. That time, Kareem backed up a little and gave in.
Jimmy King comes right off the bench and scores, and that's exactly what a coach is looking for, to get a fresh player in there, look at the basket, and try to make it immediately.
Since halftime, the scoring is Chicago 30, Los Angeles 15. That's since halftime. Chamberlain up over Boerwinkle. Doesn't get it, but he is fouled by Boerwinkle.
Low to Wilt. Here he goes for 30,000. Finger roll, 1-footer, no good. Tipped by Wilt, no good, but it counts. It counts. Is that some way to get to 30,000 points?
Of course, trying to stay with Chamberlain. And let's see if the Los Angeles Rams will really take advantage of it. They throw it into Chamberlain. It's 5-2 New York. Chamberlain comes around. It's up. And back to live action as Chamberlain turns and goes to the basket, where he split it open the other day, but it doesn't bother him. Fell down. Busted it. Chamberlain has a little trouble, lets the ball get loose, but Wilt saves it, gets inside.
33 to go as West passed the ball to Chamberlain, low post, about 10 feet from the end line, facing the backcourt. Chamberlain holds the ball high, away from Wilt, from Willis Reed, who's got position behind him. Chamberlain turns and shoots outside, good.
And Chicago now stretches again to an 11-point edge with 3 minutes to play in the game. Chamberlain over Boerwinkle. He gets it.
That's all.
It'll be Egan. Frazier there watching him. That was Baylor to Chamberlain. Up and in. Basket count. West. He hits one. With a minute 47 to play. Clock stops on every foul. Lakers steal it. Here they come right back. 40 to go in the first quarter. Jerry West feeds to Chamberlain. McMillan again. That's 4 steals for Jimmy. Go to Chamberlain. He's under the bucket.
That was a beautiful pass. Beautiful pass.
Block has been a force since he came into the ball game. McMillan in trouble. Almost loses to Perry. Slam dunk. Wilt Chamberlain. McMillan open. Gives to Chamberlain. He's fouled. And he's hit right on the right wrist. Right on it. In the backcourt for the NBA. As Chamberlain comes out high now, bringing Gilmore away from the board. John Havlicek looks to penetrate. Chamberlain comes over and sets the pick for Archie Clark. Inside to Chamberlain on the pick and roll, and bang.
It's a great pass by Clark.
And, of course, the crowd here would be favoring the East, and they're letting their feelings known. Chamberlain of the West. Oh, there's that great strength. The East.
Feed to Erickson, 2 seconds. He shoots. It is no good. Rebound taken in by Baylor, right-hand corner. Baylor looks for a shot. Can't get free from DeBusschere. A bounce pass to Erickson, low post against Bradley. Tries to hook, lays it off to Chamberlain, who stuffs it in. Overhand pass to Chamberlain, low post. Chamberlain with his back to Willis Reed. Fires the ball out, deflected. A free ball picked up near the backcourt, marked by West. West starts toward the right-hand side of the court on the high key against Barnett. Forces his way in. Fakes. Now shovels one to the baseline to Chamberlain and puts it up, and it is in.
Wide open, so he's got to stick with his man rather than going in a position where he's not going to really do anything.
Chamberlain, slam dunk.
That was a great pass by Goodrich. That's what you got to do against both these guys. You got to penetrate and pass up.
Hairston gives it to Chamberlain. Drops it in, and he's fouled.
He got fouled pretty good on that one.
Yep.
2 goals and 9 tries. And for the ABA, Artis Gilmore was 4 for 7.
We're underway now as Bob Love feeds up to Wilt Chamberlain.
Under 26 points a game, 25.9.
Gail Goodrich gets set to put it up, goes to his friends from L.A., Wilt Chamberlain.
Chamberlain on a great pass by West. Jerry Lucas
He didn't say that. All right, Wilt Chamberlain, surprise. But when you're that big, I think you went to...
Love shoots, misses badly, and McMillan rebounds for the Lakers. Clears to Willie McCarter, who had come into the lineup. Happy Hairston knocked loose. Hairston back. Chamberlain slam dunk. Scores tied again at 25-25.
Gets it up in the air. No. Rebound McMillan. Long pass to Chamberlain. All alone. He'll slam it. Lakers have the lead.
Erickson rebounding for Los Angeles. Loops one to Chamberlain. Chamberlain.
Court gives to Earl, and it's tipped in by Jackson. 3 seconds to play. They give it down court to Chamberlain. He drops it in. 1 second to play.
Now Baylor. Baylor really bird dogged by DeBuscher. Runs into a Chamberlain pick. Still no good. Chamberlain puts it in. West in the center of the court. Chamberlain on a high post. Guarded by Bowman. So Baylor moves in, giving it to Garrett.
Blocked by Chamberlain. Taken out of there by Hairston. Give it to West. Missed the shot. Goodrich the rebound. Missed the shot. Chamberlain missed. Oh, he got it. Happy Hairston the rebound. Double handful of it. Jerry West. Tip. Chamberlain.
Basket by... Long-time spotter Bill Creel here in Baltimore for their help.
Good.
Chamberlain. Shook. In the 440, and over to Garrett, right-hand side. 29 seconds showing. Garrett in the corner. Garrett pass to Chamberlain, low post, behind the circle. It goes to Baylor, left side. Shoots. No good. Rebound. Free ball. Chamberlain puts it in.
Off it comes. Chamberlain fakes the pass. Gives quickly to Garrett. Garrett on a fadeaway jumper. No good. Chamberlain gets the ball. Up and...
West against Frazier. Take it in there. Ball is slapped loose. Gets it back. Puts it up. Hit the iron. Chamberlain has it. Throws it in. 3 in all the games so far in this series have just been tantalizingly tough and close. Missed it. Chamberlain rebound. Missed it. Up again. I think he intended to make that one.
Loses it. Chamberlain pressuring him. And there he goes. West shot is rebounded by Chamberlain of the Los Angeles basket to the far side, inbounding it. Time running out. Erickson just heaves it up.
Wilt Chamberlain with 4 fouls. Didn't want to commit himself. Didn't want to get in trouble. He's never fouled out of a game, but he's got 4 right now. Here's McMillan missing. Forced the shot. Chamberlain right there for the rebound. Right.
Joe Caldwell from Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt on those.
Chamberlain back pass to Goodrich. Good. It goes from the free throw line.
19 points in the first half. The Lakers shooting 56% from the field. Erickson, as Los Angeles saves the ball and goes inside to Chamberlain, who works against Bullwinkle, wrap around, and Erickson inside the basket count.
Now, that was a great pass by Wilt Chamberlain. We have it on slow motion. Again, Wilt Chamberlain's long arms make this pass possible. Behind his back, Erickson picks it up. Bob Love fouls him in the act of shooting, and he converts it.
See what he does now from the line. Oh, gives to Goodrich.
A win by Los Angeles. They have their first title. Ellis. Back to Chamberlain. Give it to Goodrich, who was wide open.
Wally Jones against Goodrich. That's McMillan against Dandridge. Chamberlain tries to go to Hairston, gets it to him, and Happy makes it.
Garrett against Walt Frazier, cuts between the circles, works the right-hand side, picks his man, moves to the corner. He's picked up by Bradley. Back out to Keith Erickson, now to Chamberlain, low post to Garrett, deflected. He's got it underneath. Plays it up, it is good.
27. Coming up to the 9-minute mark of the first half. As we look at Hap Hairston. Looping one to Chamberlain. And to Erickson.
Back goes Lakers. Keith Erickson has the ball in the forecourt and gives to Dick Garrett, working left now. On Walker's left-hand sideline. The pass comes into Chamberlain. Out of the baseline, Garrett shoots a one-hander. Good.
On Gail Goodrich. He feeds it to Chamberlain. Wilt playing with a very, very sore hand. It's been treated in every way possible the last 2 days.
Barry picks him up on a switch. A double team leaves Silas free. The ball is slapped away by Jones and picked up by Wilt Chamberlain.
Westward bounce pass to Jerry West, his 13th All-Star game, guarded by Maravich, who's in his first. Wilt Chamberlain, number 13 in white. The West All-Stars wearing the white with the red and blue trim. And Nate Archibald is 2 for 2.
He didn't play with the confidence he needed to play with, and now that he's got a job, he's playing just great ball.
There's a leading score.
Backcourt at all. So as you go down to the last quarter, they're in pretty good shape.
McMillan has a shot out of the corner, hit it.
Building to their biggest lead. So Gale getting rest, and the reserves playing very well as Erickson goes up and hits.
Goodrich against Meminger. Chamberlain. McMillan. Good.
Dick Garrett against Walt Frazier outside. He fires the ball to Chamberlain, low post, back to the end line. To Baylor going across for a one-hander. Good. Dividing line into the offensive zone, right-hand side of the court. Holds the ball against Walt Frazier. The pass goes into Wilt Chamberlain, low post. Chamberlain fakes left, holds the ball. Out to West, outside shot, off the rim, drops back in.
Look to shoot the basketball a little bit more and try to get some offense for us in close to the basket.
McCarter from the top of the key hits another one. Willie McCarter, Matt Dukas. McCarter goes to Chamberlain. Six on the timer. McCarter. And he
was 29 points. Chamberlain. Erickson. Now for Boston, 101 to 89. There have been 27 personals against Boston, 25 against Los Angeles. Here's West. And Jones fouls out of the ball game.
Happy really wasn't supposed to get that ball that easy underneath.
Erickson. Ball checks behind him. Keith clears it and makes it.
Again, there was a...
West. Baylor, who has played in 7 championship series for the Lakers. Chamberlain to Garrett. And Garrett.
Trying to eat up that clock.
18 points for Barnett. Chamberlain getting it for Los Angeles. Back to Baylor. And Baylor.
Boston Celtics. This is Archibald of the Kansas City Omaha team, coached by Bob Cousy. Picked up double team by Cowens and Frazier for a while. West through the lane to his Laker teammate Chamberlain. Wicks coming around. There he's up in the air. So's the ball.
ABA, as you're probably aware, they have the three-point shot. That line you see on the outer perimeter of the key is a three-point line. However, they'll not be using that till the second half. There is John Hammond.
Deliberately. And I think the foul really should have been called the other way.
Goodrich inside.
Boy, that was a great shot. I tell you, he ducked the ball under
There
Love.
was a spark plug in the second quarter for the West. Has his shot rebounded by Baylor. Baylor down in the corner to Chamberlain. Chamberlain outside to Elgin Baylor. And what a lineup for the West as the second.
Really dragging that leg as he runs down the floor.
And Chamberlain, as Bradley came by, knocked the ball away. Good retrieve as Erickson shoots.
The Bulls pass 100, 101 to 87. A 14-point lead with 5.5 to go. Happy Hairston. Chamberlain gets it. Willie McCarter. He has scored 16 points. And he has 2 personals. And here's Jerry West. Back to Chamberlain. Back to Jerry.
10 points. West puts it up over Lucas, missed it. Chamberlain rebounds it, gives to Hairston for the basket. No foul, just a force out. Inside, Goodrich. Nice.
We're setting a pick for JoJo White.
Elvin Hayes was traded for, and Lenny Wilkins, the big fellow says, don't come in here, little guy, with that stuff.
Robertson. Chamberlain.
Not only the ball, but Robertson.
19-9 the score, 6:49 to go. And goes to Frazier at the foul line, floats for a one-hander, misses the backboard, is out of bounds.
They're forcing the Lakers to become over-anxious and come out, as we saw right there, and get the easy shot.
Even though
Dave DeBuscher. Chamberlain blocks it. It's out of bounds. Oh, they called goaltending. Jack Madden called goaltending. That's worth another look.
That was a close one.
65-64 Los Angeles. Walker gives it to Love. Chamberlain blocks it. Jerry Lucas penetrates, gives to Jackson. Chamberlain blocks it.
missed it. DeBuscher. Monroe. Put it up again. Chamberlain slaps it out. That's 7 times.
He's the man that could end up with the year leading both assists and scoring. Has 3 in the battle of the great ones in the backcourt. This is Bobby Dandridge against Jim McMillan. And McLaughlin against Gail Goodrich, a 3-inch height advantage. Chamberlain got just enough on it. Thank you. Lucas. Walker slapped out by Chamberlain. Dandridge on a drive over Chamberlain. Wilt slaps it out of there. Good block by Chamberlain.
Back down court.
No, Archie took that shot without any of his players in rebound position, but he's done that all year long and has been quite successful with the shot.
So far in the game, Hairston guarding John Block outside. Wally Jones, and that's Dandridge in the corner, and it goes to Jabbar, jumps it up over Wilt. Wilt blocks it.
Score 6:11 to go. Reed drives, goes across and stuffs it off the backboard. He missed it.
Rebound 3-62. Willie Wise goes to Gilmore. Blocked by Chamberlain.
Gail Goodrich 2 for 8. Reed.
This shot by Chamberlain. To Ralph Simpson to Rick Perry. Underneath to Gilmore. He's going to try it again on Chamberlain. Again, he is rejected.
In it goes to Abdul-Jabbar. Chamberlain spoiled it. Good defensive play by Wilt. 30 seconds to play in a ball game. 10 seconds on the timer. Knicks running the clock. Earl Monroe. Bucket here at Howard. Chamberlain
17 points. So the battle for the MVP. Monroe. Chamberlain.
Take over. Inbound pass to Bradley. Shot blocked by Chamberlain and taken off by West.
McMillan can't just pump and shoot over him. He's got to give him some action.
Give it to Monroe. Chamberlain blocks it right to Frazier.
Bradley has it for the Knicks. Puts it up and misses. DeBuscher blocked by Chamberlain.
By Hudson, number 23. 14, the big O. Chamberlain blocking it, knocking it away.
19. Like Bill, a former coach in the NBA. Chamberlain missed blocking that one.
He got a
backcourt for Chicago. He'll shoot. For Winkle.
Not no strength on the boards, but he's been picking up men, cutting through, and guarding Bill Russell very closely.
Havlicek and Russell. Chamberlain on the defensive board.
Bob Love inside. Chamberlain. Walt Frazier behind Lucas. Screen. Now he's double teamed. Bradley on a run and hook. Misses. Chamberlain gets his second rebound. Long pass to McMillan. Takes it in.
Matchup as they battle each other right there. Phil Jackson goes to Lucas. 79-74 Los Angeles. 2.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Frazier's shot.
This was the game the Bulls had to win to take it 7. Lakers came into town with a 3-2 edge. Everybody has won at home so far. Bob Weiss. Bob Love. Chamberlain inside, and Wilt intimidating. Finally, here's Wally Jones, who's very happy to be in Milwaukee. Here's Oscar, picked up by Goodrich. Now West and Goodrich both after him.
That means that somebody should be free.
And the man was Dandridge, and a great block inside by Wilt. For the Milwaukee Bucks, in white, number 10 is Bob Dandridge. Number 33, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Number 18 is Curtis Perry. Number 1 is Oscar Robertson. Number 14 is John McLaughlin. Here's Oscar working for the shot. Wilt blocks it. Oscar shoots over Wilt. Pat Riley up high, committed himself too soon, and Block took it away from him. Wilt blocks the shot this time. Riley.
Here is Rick Perry going to the basket behind his back to Willie Wise, who moves in on Havlicek. Chamberlain got a
With Elgin Baylor's retirement prior to the 1972 season, it began to look like time had passed the aging Lakers by.
Now, I'm playing with a Laker team that has the great Jerry West, who was in his twilight, and Wilt Chamberlain, who was in his twilight, and Gail Goodrich was the star of the team, and names that you would not even know. I can't even tell you who the heck they were. You understand? We did not have this awesome talent.
Now a less overpowering team, these Lakers would have to redefine their roles. And newly appointed captain Wilt Chamberlain would lead the way.
I was now the defensive hub of this team, and that was what my job was all about, getting the ball and playing defense and giving the ball to these guys. So it just kind of all worked out really, really well. And as we meshed, we amassed numbers that were unbelievable.
Playing off Wilt, the other Lakers were each at the top of their games. And none flourished more than Goodrich and West, combining to score over 52 points per game. They made the Lakers almost impossible to stop.
All of a sudden, this team started winning basketball games. And we went along and went along and went along. 1 month went by, 2 months went by.
When you get to 17, 18, 19 wins, now people are saying, like, wow, can they ever lose?
Piling up victory after victory, the Lakers became more cohesive with every game.
We did everything the way the coach wanted, and everything worked for us. And it got to be almost funny because we knew no one could beat us. I mean, we felt invincible.
For 33 straight contests, the Lakers were invincible as they compiled a modern-day sports record win streak. They would go on to win 69 regular season games, the most in NBA history. But the Laker veterans knew that the postseason would be their time of judgment.
I always felt that Wilt, in some respects, has gotten a bum rap for not winning more championships. Wilt Chamberlain, like Jerry West, was probably the best runner-up in most occasions.
Despite their magnificent season, these Lakers knew that if they failed to lift their finals hex, they would be remembered only as losers. As they had in 1970, they would face the Knicks.
Tonight, Wilt Chamberlain will come on the floor, both hands wrapped heavily in tape, his right wrist so sore from that fall in Madison Square Garden on Friday night, he cannot really grip the basketball, but he will start.
I don't think they intend to have a game tonight. Just a little shootout.
Sore hand. It's been treated in every way possible the last 2 days. And Jim McMillan has the first point of the night. 505. Watching here in the forum as McMillan
and Jim McMillan.
McMillan gets Bradley up. He's 3 for 3. McMillan has the ball. He's 3 for 3. West has a hole in the middle. Frazier now in the switch has McMillan go to DeBuscher. Missed the shot and Harrison rebounds it. 2 on 3 for the Lakers. They'll slow it down. Jerry West. Jerry West feeds to Chamberlain. So the Lakers get it. They go to Wilt with it. He's going to the basket. And he did it with the right hand, and it had to hurt. Dave DeBuscher. Chamberlain blocks it. Missed it. Chamberlain couldn't control the rebound. Frazier got it. Walt Frazier's the man that's moving New York right now. To start, Los Angeles has had, as I can remember, and Walt Frazier coming deep into the comes way outside. And Wilt coming with it. Frazier's open. Beautiful pick by Dave DeBuscher and Wilt to help out on Chamberlain. Ellis's pass intended for West gets away, picked up by Walt Frazier. Leroy Ellis tries to fit. Tight. You bet they're tight. Frazier, great play by Walter. He's got the ball. Goes against McMillan, drives him up into the cheap seats and gets his basket.
And shoot over him. He's got to give him some action.
Give it to Monroe. Back to live action as Chamberlain turns and goes to the basket. Jerry West. Jerry Lucas is open for a long one from outside. Missed it. Chamberlain couldn't control the rebound. Frazier got it. Chamberlain on a great pass by West. Jerry Lucas penetrates, gives to Jackson. Chamberlain blocks it. Bradley. West in there. New York by 1 as Bradley goes on a penetration, and West, cutting off the passing lane, steals the ball. Hairston gives it to Chamberlain. Drops it in. Knicks win it. They go back to New York Wednesday night. Frazier hits one. Puts it up. Hit the iron. Chamberlain has it. Throws it in.
I think the turning point of the game. The Lakers are about to break it open.
Millen against Bradley. West on the switch, got away from Frazier and went in, scored. Basket count. Millen. 10 on the timer. Basket count is fouled by Bradley.
West picked up by Frazier. Taken in there. Bad shot by Goodrich. Monroe gives it away to Frazier. West shoots. Back Millen again. That's force field for Jimmy. Go to Chamberlain. He's under the bucket. Mr. Lucas, 79-74. Los Angeles. 2.5 minutes to go third quarter. Frazier's shot. Blocked by Chamberlain. Back to Chamberlain. Give it to Goodrich, who was wide open. Put it in play. Happy Hairston returning and Ellis leading. Chamberlain puts it up and in. Point. West. Puts it up over Lucas. Missed it. Chamberlain rebounds it. Gives to Hairston for the basket. Monroe. Put it up again. Chamberlain drops it out. Bradley has it for the Knicks. Puts it up and misses. The Bush is blocked by Chamberlain.
But this year, there would be no miracle upsets. The Lakers were also Rands no longer, dispatching New York in 5 games. They would go down in history as one of the NBA's greatest winners.
Goodrich passes under to Wilt. He's got it. He puts it up and slams it.
This was something that I'd hoped and wished for in the earlier days of my career. It was wonderful. We finally won.
For that Laker team to do what they did, I still think that they did more in the game of basketball than the other team for the talent that they had.
That's worth another look.
We'll count it off. 5, 4, 3, 2. Boston in 1969. They won it here. New York can do it tonight. Los Angeles, wearing the gold light-colored uniforms, control the opening tip, and Goodrich drives it and missed it. And the rebound is out of bounds, and it's New York's ball. Tonight's needed Tuesday. Here's the look. The pusher. Earl Monroe finds a crack in the defense. We had a whistle by Darrell Garrison. Give it back to Bridges. He's in the 3-second area. Knocked away by Willis Reed.
And they can't get any more important to the Lakers this game tonight. You know, that's a tough call since they're using hand checking. It's
Bears have just been tantalizingly tough and close. This is Chamberlain rebound. Missed it. Up again.
I think he intended to make that one. I think that shot that he intended to make it. First he threw it up there nice and soft, and it didn't do too much. Well, you can't do it soft, you got to do it the hard way. Now, there. Now, that's a little emphasis on it that time.
Earl Monroe gives it back to Reed. Got a foul. Foul is on Chamberlain. Reed again. Nope. Chamberlain rebound.
But Bill Bradley needs a good shooting night, and so does Gail Goodrich.
Chamberlain goes to the basket, misses the shot. West against Frazier, and Walt misses. West gets the rebound.
Now they're going to have to make an adjustment on him one way or the other.
Shot blocked by Reed. Chamberlain has it. Puts it up, missed it. Rebound goes to New York. West
Nope, goes down hard. Ball's knocked out. New York's ball off Chamberlain.
For the game. I think it's safe to say that the tempo is there.
Westfield's Monroe's pass. On a break to Goodrich. Resulted in a Los Angeles fast break.
Now, Keith, what Jerry West did, he see him coming in there. He stood right outside that passing lane, waiting for that one, because he knew that was coming.
Almost steal it again. Chamberlain, 25 to go in the first period. 5 seconds on the timer as Frazier shoots and misses. And rebound to McMillan. Bridges. Chamberlain tip. DeBusschere rebound.
I was out there somewhere.
Los Angeles has the ball now. Keith Erickson is in the lineup, replacing Jerry West. Chamberlain takes it in. Reed got a piece of it. Erickson rebounds it, puts it up and in. Changes Happy Hairston and Keith Erickson coming in. Reed outside. DeBusschere keeps it alive for Bradley. Won't go. Chamberlain gets it. Tough. They go back to Chamberlain. He looks for McMillan. McMillan can't get through. Chamberlain goes in.
Look what I found. He was looking for the pass and he turned around and there was nobody between him and the bucket. Take another look. He was looking for somebody to pass to. He just said, well, I might as well go ahead and do this.
DeBusschere misses the howitzer. Reed keeps it alive, but McMillan gets 2 for 8. Reed, off Chamberlain. DeBusschere gets it. Monroe, short. Rebound Erickson.
Whipping heads and taking names out there. Now here's the block on Willis Green when he tried to go baseline there.
Missed it. To identify themselves right after this shot. Chamberlain scores it. And it's a 23-18 ball game. Now let's take the 5. Willis Reed outside. Shoots it over Chamberlain. Rebound West. Deep to Chamberlain. Deep under the bucket. Has to come back with it. And 3 seconds fall.
Although the Lakers are...
Chamberlain gets it up. And a foul. Won the championship on a foreign court. That was Boston, 1969. They won it here because the big guy to my right had a whopping night. Chamberlain puts it up. Foul. Basket counts. Lucas or Jackson both there.
I think he intends to do a little scoring tonight because he worked with that one.
Foul is on Lucas. Chamberlain makes a three-point play. The series against New York. Lucas is outside. Give it to Walt Frazier. Shoots it up over Wilt and misses. Hairston has the rebound. The rebound, Jackson goes to the floor and saves it. Ball deflected. Erickson gets it for Los Angeles. Hairston, Bridges. Bridges hits it. Lucas away outside. Chamberlain got a little piece of it, but Bradley gets the rebound. Missed it. McMillan lobs to Chamberlain. Wilt turns against Jerry. Force out. So Los Angeles will keep the ball.
There's on the line right there.
No foul, just a force out. Inside. Goodrich. Nice play. Way out. Missed it. Rebound, Goodrich. Chamberlain kept it alive and knocked it out. McMillan. Nope. Rebound, Chamberlain. We have a foul. Lucas now. Jackson back in the lineup. Now Garrison stops it. 3 seconds against New York. Winner gets $100,000 for this series, loser $65,000. Untold ancillary benefits. 3 seconds called against Chamberlain took too long. Factor called pride that has no price. Jackson on a drive. Shoots it over Chamberlain, goes to Bridges on the rebound. Tough ball game. Lucas to Bradley. Nope. Rebound McMillan. Second 73. Shot misses. Chamberlain rebound. He's fouled.
He's hitting the offensive boards pretty well. Now, what the second part is going to have to do is they're going to have to screen him out a little more.
And 10 points. 2 for... He's so far back. He's standing very much on the... Almost out of it. Monroe open. He missed it. And Chamberlain has 12 rebounds. Already, you know, it was in the 80s, 87, 83.
Chamberlain. Rebound to Busher. Has to unload it as McMillan came to get him. Bradley. Nope. Inside to Chamberlain. Goes into the lane. Finger rolls it up. No good. Rebound to Busher. Chamberlain screams at the officials for a foul. Walt Frazier gets it up in the air. No. Rebound McMillan. Long pass to Chamberlain. All alone. He'll slam it. Chamberlain, for once, got a breakaway. Watch this now. As it is cleared by McMillan, Jimmy spots him and loops it deep. And at this point, don't get in the way. That big flash you see right there, flash bulbs from along the sidelines. Los Angeles leads at halftime.
One important thing is that with Chamberlain going to the basket, he's created problems for the Knickerbockers, foul problems more than anything else. And so they're going to have to make some adjustments on that. They're going to have to either keep him further away from the bucket or screen him out more because he's in the offensive board, which he doesn't usually do.
Well, now, screening him out, you're going to also... Jerry Lucas can't screen him out. He's going to have some help from DeBuscher. Reed probably can, but it's going to put an awful lot of wear and tear, and as you said, probably get Willis in foul trouble. Reed into the tip against Chamberlain, and Los Angeles controls the tip. Willis Reed at the top of the key. Wheels away from Chamberlain. Carries the ball over. Run over New York. Didn't get much of the rim. Here's DeBuscher with a shot. Over Chamberlain. Missed it. Rebound Willis Reed. Hooks and roll misses. Rebound Chamberlain. Got a foul called on Willis Reed of New York. Here's that play again. Into Chamberlain. Takes it in, gets Reed up. He did a number on Reed that time. He had Willis bottom.
I think Reed was expecting a finger roll, and that was not exactly a finger roll.
Take another look at this move by Chamberlain.
Take that.
It's called a broken arm if you get in the way. Frazier on a drive. And Darrell Garrettson calls a foul on the drive.
There's a major difference, and I think the reason for that is primarily tonight is Chamberlain is getting a lot of fouls, and so that they end up in foul trouble. The Knickerbockers end up in foul trouble much earlier than they would ordinarily do.
7:46 New York. Chamberlain bounces the ball, trying to backdoor it. Bradley picks it off.
Now, the big guy here has been causing problems, not ordinary problems for the Knickerbockers. They usually worry about him defensively, but tonight he's causing real problems for them offensively because he's managed to get him in team foul trouble early. And at this point, they have 3 team fouls with 6 minutes to go. Knickerbockers, I'm sorry.
For New York. Chamberlain a rebound. Chamberlain's in the 3-second area, gives it back to Bridges, who misses the shot. Keith Erickson called for blocking offensive foul. 3 personals on Erickson. That's the 3rd team foul on the Lakers.
And it didn't work out that well.
Chamberlain another rebound. Wilt now with 15 rebounds. New York leading 62-56. Out of bounds. Los Angeles keeps it. The look. Here's Chamberlain turned for the basket. Crunch. 2:45 to go. 3rd quarter. 62-56. Knicks lead. Mel Counts has come into the lineup to join Wilt Chamberlain on the front line for Los Angeles. It's the first appearance of the night for Counts. So they have Counts, Chamberlain, coming up on 2 minutes now as Monroe gives to Reed. Nice pass by Earl.
Now here's a great pass by Earl Monroe. The same thing he does. He's been trying to get Wilt up in the air and give it to Willis Reed for the layup. Now this will disturb most centers.
They go back inside to Wilt. See what he does now from the line. Oh, gives to Goodrich. On the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Erickson gives to Bridges. He is hammered. Offensive foul.
Good job both ways. Lucas is in foul trouble early.
Goodrich misses the free throw. We got a jump ball between Chamberlain and Lucas. 34% isn't going to win you many ball games in the NBA. Quite a while. Chamberlain wheels inside, rolls it up and in. Goodrich against Meminger. Chamberlain. McMillan. Good. 5 on the timer. No. Chamberlain has the rebound. 5 seconds. Missed it. Rebound, Chamberlain. Reed against Chamberlain. Inside Jackson. Won't go. The rebound. Reed has it. Taken away by McMillan. Fed to Goodrich against Lucas. Shoots. Nobody to rebound if he misses. It's a 6-point ball game. Monroe working against Goodrich. Chamberlain cuts him off and knocks it out of bounds. Coming up on 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Frazier breaks loose. Gives it back to Reed. Lakers knock it out of bounds. That may do it. 11-point lead. New York has scored 7 straight points. West, he hits one. With a minute 47 to play. Clock stops on every foul. Lakers steal it. Here they come right back to trail by 7. Chamberlain will go to the line as Reed works here, you see in the replay. Slams and Willis up trying to get it. Hit him on the arm. 15 from the foul line. Makes the second one. Gets a 3-point play, and it's a 6-point New York lead with 1:46 to go in the ball game. 8-point lead. Goodrich gets it out of the corner. Hits it. New York came back with that run. Ball is stolen by Chamberlain. Given to Erickson. McMillan gets the basket. 95-91, a 4-point ball game. Lakers are pressing full court. 52 seconds to play as Monroe misses the second. 96-91 Los Angeles. Controls the ball off the shot and calls time.
They will see some aggravation here. Nobody's going to be able to relax until it's all over.
Goodrich lost the ball. Goodrich lost the ball. Willis Reed picked it up, and now the Knicks have it with only 40 seconds to play, and they lead by 5, and what a big play that was. What a big turnover that was. McMillan against Monroe. 30 seconds to play in a ball game. 10 seconds on the timer. Knicks running the clock. Earl Monroe. Bucket here, it's over. Chamberlain blocked it. Goaltending called on Chamberlain, and the New York Knicks have won this basketball game, and they have won the NBA championship. A look here at one of the big plays in the ball game. Knicks have 100 points. As Jackson makes both free throws, the ball just got away.
Actually, Monroe knocked the ball loose from Goodrich.
Frazier picks it up down court, gives to Earl, and it's tipped in by Jackson. 3 seconds to play. They give it down court to Chamberlain. He drops it in. 1 second to play. 1. Knicks are hugging each other and having some fun, but they inbound it, the clock goes, and the game is over, and New York has won the ball game.